You don't have to die from a sickness that we have discovered the knowledge to help remedy. Come on. See, the church has been so backwards that we interpret divine healing as God healing without the aid of man. God still works through man, and it's divine, it's divinity working through the hands of man. Yes, Lord. God often works through your hands. Yes. He's using your hands. So the fact that a man is involved doesn't mean that the power of the Spirit is not operating. Yes. Because if God doesn't do it, you can be in the hands of an unbeliever. But because you're a believer, yes, the Spirit of God is answering your prayer. He just uses whatever tool is available. Yes. Understand, many people have died because of misunderstanding about healing and stuff. So we got even faith. This is no indictment because I'm not against faith. But teaches no blood transfusion and many children have died. Well, when you come to Christ, guess what? You experience a blood transfusion. Yes. That's right. His blood. Yes. For your blood. Yes. Purifies, cleans, sanctifies, set aside, separate. Marks you out. You are infused with his divine life. That's the transformation. Transfusion. And you don't need somebody else's blood for your blood to be contaminated. We need salvation through Christ because we believe that sin has contaminated. Yes. And we're purified with faith in Jesus Christ. Paul says 2 ages, an old age has passed, and a new one has come upon us. An age of enlightenment that we must awaken to. Power, knowledge, divinity, so forth and so on. What Paul is teaching here. So let me get a little bit more into a few scriptures. Job 11 is going to open this up another way. You can look it up and maybe do the translation on the commentaries on this particular scripture, and it'll come out to say this right here, what Paul was talking about. So this is when we read Job 11:17. Just a regular scripture, you wouldn't catch it at first unless you do the research and open the translation up. It says, Job wrote Job like this: if you would prepare your heart, that's verse 13 actually, but I needed that for you to understand what 17 means. If you would prepare your heart and stretch out your hands toward him, toward God. Listen to what Job said. That's verse 13, just to set up verse 7. If you would prepare your heart and stretch out your hands toward him. Look what he says in verse 17. And your light would be brighter than the noonday. Oh. Remember I just told you day represents the dawning of something new. A new age of power and knowledge and glory and so forth and so on. My God, you know, Job had to really be somewhere in God. Because this is what Paul is talking about. These are thousands and thousands of years later. No wonder God chose him out to use him. He says, if you would prepare your heart, stretch out your hands toward God, and your life would be brighter than the noonday. Now we understand this is just a regular scripture, but it's not talking about the little noonday. This language is referencing something divine, something great, something different. A new age. Your life would be brighter than the noonday. Look what he says. Though you were dark, meaning in darkness, you would be like the morning. Yes. If you would stretch out your hands to God, your life would be brighter than the noonday. You will walk in the light of a new glory that has come. Hey, though you are in a time or world, evil age of darkness, you will be light in darkness. operate in life, in a new knowledge. This is one of the glories that I personally believe churches miss because of our resistance toward knowledge and change. Okay. Though you were in dark, in darkness, you would be like the morning. So here's what the translation, I go to different passages and also got material where they go word by word, called semantics and all, breaking down the word syllables, what they mean. And you got, people who go back, that's their job, to study, to analyze, and put everything in the context and the spirit of what was written and said based upon the language of that day and so forth. So here's what it says from that Job. We won't interpret that scripture now based upon the new information, the new understanding. We're not talking about noonday like you would first think, because you would think day. It has nothing to do with the scripture. But then, that's what this new knowledge allows us to do. Yes, it brings us out of darkness. Here's what the translation says. If you would stretch out, that's what we read, verse 13. I just pulled out the bit. If you would prepare your heart and stretch out your hand toward God. Look what it says. Here's what the translation of that says. The rest of your life shall be unclouded prosperity. That is what conservative theologians came up with, who don't even necessarily propose miracles. But when they did the research in the language to be true to what it was saying, thank you, Jesus, they still say what they don't necessarily in their heart practice. But we're not dealing with that. We're just dealing with what it says. The translation is, if you would stretch out your hand toward God, understanding what Paul said, the time, what time it is, and what has dawned upon you, the rest of your life, from the moment that you understand this, get this revelation, that the light of God comes on in your spirit, and you see what the will of the Lord is. You see differently. Under the new light, he says, the rest of your life shall be unclouded prosperity. Look what it says, an unfading glory in the earth. Yes. Now look at this, in the earth. So we know now, it's not talking about when you get to heaven. Uh-oh. See, we make everything contingent on when I get to heaven. But the translation is not talking about heaven. It's talking about your experience in the earth. If you stretch out your hand to God, the rest of your life shall be unclouded. In other words, you're going to live like there are no clouds to block the sunshine. God Almighty here. Unclouded prosperity and unfading glory in the earth, which will shine even brighter